Finish him!
Hold up. I got this. Why, you ask? Well, because after this I'm reviewing Mortal Kombat Conquest. Yeah, that show that you were in. The show where you sounded like this.
I am Scorpion.
And where your iconic line sounded like this.
Get over here!
Yeah, that show. So if you excuse me, I want to get this over and done with right now, thank you very much. Where do I even start with this review? Well, in fact, I watched the show twice. Yeah, I watched it a long time ago, and then I thought it would be a brilliant idea to review it. Meaning, I had to watch it again, many years later. And God, was it fun. Because goddamn, this show is bad. I'm thinking of splitting this review up into parts because there's so much to talk about in just the first 2 episodes. And then the next 3, oh my God, there's so much stuff to talk about. They couldn't even afford bras. They couldn't even afford bras on the show. They could afford a bunch of models, but not bras. That's how cheap this show was. I have 15 pages of notes. 15 pages. That's a lot of note taking. Because each episode has something to talk about. This show takes place 500 or so years before the first Mortal Kombat film. Yes, this is a prequel to the film, and its sequel. You wouldn't realise that with the way the direction goes, but it is. This aired in 1998, a year after the sequel movie, and follows Kung Lao, aka the dude with a hat. But he never freaking wears the hat. Oh, I'm sorry, he does for 5 seconds at the start, then we never see it again. At least he is wearing the outfit. Oh wait, he only does that for the one fight, and then he wears the same outfit for the rest of the series. Yeah, that's all he wears. At least this character Zero has 2 outfits, sleeves and no sleeves. Great costume design there. Okay, so I've got a lot to talk about just for the first 10 minutes of the first episode. So let's go. We see Kung Lao training, and damn, I see why he was giving those pants now. Okay, I was wrong. So tight around that ass. And then we see a shot from the first movie. I guess it's trying to show the location, maybe? I mean, apparently, yes, this is Shang Tsung's island. That's where they, like, wind up say they are in. But never ever does it get brought up again that Shang Tsung has this island. We get some narration by Raiden talking about Mortal Kombat, and oh gosh, jeez, who are those guys? Are those meant to be the guys from the first film? Because, damn, the costume department sucked on these guys. Also, Shao Kahn is here watching, basically saying it's like his fighter, and if he wins, then he'll be able to go to Earthrealm and evade there, blah 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 blah, all that kind of Mortal Kombat stuff. But the helmet he is wearing in the scene is never to be seen again, I believe. He wears a different, like, mask style. We get our first look at the effects, and oh, it's bad. But it gets much, 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 much worse. We also see a shot of Raiden talking to Kung Lao in the same place that Liu Kang was raised in. Which, problem here is they're using shots from the first movie. So sometimes, and also in the intro, Liu Kang can be seen in the background. Worse is one of the shots is Shang Tsung with Liu Kang's brother in the very beginning of the movie is used every single episode in the intro. Oh Lord, save me now. So we do get our first bit with Raiden and Kung Lao, and I absolutely love Raiden in this show. He is so snarky and playful, such a dick, in other words, because it's not his job to help, so he would just like lazily point them in the right direction. It's great, and he is easily the best part of his show.
Your victory will come from an unwavering belief in yourself. That and a little luck. Why do they never listen to me?
I called for you and you didn't come.
What's it been, 5 minutes? What'd you expect? You call and get instant God?
Taja was attacked.
Is she dead?
No, the ninjas.
Well, then it worked out okay. I've got to run. They don't keep me up to date on their plans.
Should I search for them? We got into it yesterday.
Into it?
Did something stupid.
Great. I love it. Tell me. Almost? What a pity. Oh, nothing against Zero. It's just that stories are always better when someone gets killed.
You got that, Thunder God.
You figured this is a good day to die, Zero? I need a vacation.
And the actor actually does play Shao Kahn too, and you don't even notice. He did a fantastic job with what was given to him, so praise where praise should be. He does play him like the actor in the first movie, who did a great job. So yeah, this is the one character I can actually see being the same character in the movie if this is meant to be a prequel. So Kung Lao comes out looking like Kung Lao, it's like hell yeah. Then he puts his hat down and we never see it again. Why even bother choosing this character if he's not going to use the hat? That's his whole thing. It's like taking away Sub-Zero's ice power so he's just a sub. What's the point? At least once I want to complain as badly, but yep, not once. So the music kicks in, sounding pretty cool, so hells yeah, I'm all in for this one. And then he turns into a white man. I'm dead set that his stunt double is a white man. At least in these couple episodes, you will notice that like later he is like Asian. But I'm pretty sure this one's a white man. But yep, stunt doubles fighting. That's all this freaking show is for at least 90% of the time. It's so painfully obvious is what's bad about it. They will constantly do certain shots where they just show their chest or like their fists or the back of their head. Or they'll just be like really far away. In short, camera work sucks. Like, even in later episodes, which the show does get slowly better with this kind of stuff, and it's kind of amazing to watch in that sense. How they do slowly, very slowly get a little better in each episode. But even if they do, the camera work just sucks during the fights. It's just so bad. But yep, let's get back to the stuntman. Why bother having a main character who can't even fight? The character for Wayden knows how to. One of the main characters, Zero, I showed before, he can fight, but this guy? He's a drama actor for like stage shows and stuff, not this kind of stuff, and it really shows. He does like nothing, but they will show certain shots of him that just look so out of place and just like, yeah, look, he is the one fighting. It's not a stunt double at all, keep that in mind. It's this guy, which, yeah, no. Happens all the time. The obvious stunt doubles are just so obvious. So yeah, it's a pretty terrible fight because of the bad camera work to hide the stunt double. Now and then he'll be trying to like block his face out and it's just funny. Then again, those pants, god damn do they show off that ass. Kung Lao gets his ass kicked and his soul is being taken by Shang. Waiter tells her to believe. We do get some pretty cool music as he goes into his mind or something, and then this chick appears. Well, hi. What the hell is even going on anymore? Well, what? So, this character is Jen, Kung Lao's girlfriend, but we don't know that yet, so this scene is just so mystically weird.
You must finish what you have started before it's too late.
Hey, cameraman, where the hell are you going? Her face is up there, dude. Jeez. So he gets his streak back, we get some music reminiscent of the Mortal Kombat theme song, and then we get this.
Very clever, flying man. Not as clever as this.
Watch, as I turn into a white man and kick your ass Whitey style, biatch. So he wins, but doesn't kill Shang Tsung because the people of Earth are not murderers.
Okay.
This is where you fall down.
So, what a start for this show. It was entertainingly painful. The West, however, is just painful. I will go through the first 2 episodes now because there's just so much to talk about in them. As in, the rest of the series just feels like filler until the last few episodes. It really does. It's weird. So after that, all is well. We never see him wearing different clothing from now on. He sees some visions of what could happen and basically told that he will not age until the next Mortal Kombat. We are then introduced to Zero, played by Daniel Bernhardt, who you may recognize as H. Johnson from The Matrix Reloaded and as Quirrell from John Wick. So, dude's still getting roles because for one thing, he can actually fight. Though, whenever they use a stuntman in it, which I understand they will still, use stuntmen for people who can't fight, fair enough. It is obvious though, because his hair will be a mess, and then cuts back to him, and it'll be slicked back. Great job. He is a guard working under the Baron, guarding his daughter Jen, who also happens to be Kung Lao's girlfriend. They are attacked by a group of thieves, and yeah, this fight is good for the most part, because Zero can actually fight, so they don't do a bunch of random horrible cuts. But god, look at those plastic swords. So, one of the thieves is the other main character, Tarja, who you may recognize as a Terminator in Terminator 3. Yeah! Once they're beaten, Kung Lao comes in and saves Tarja from being killed by Zero, so she is the only one left and gets taken away to be put into prison. Though, do love how his hair's a mess as he walks up to her and then it's all slicked back, like I said. Also gotta love how they dubbed this part here.
Why didn't you tell me you were coming?
A contribution for your temple. I want it to be a surprise.
I don't know why, but it very much looks dubbed over, like that. I never really noticed it any other time besides here. So, blah blah blah, we are introduced to Takeda. No, not that Takeda. This Takeda, who eventually turns into Scorpion, but interesting enough, did play Scorpion in the movie, so that's kinda cool. We also do see a scene between Shang and Shao Kahn, and like, as I said, it's played by the same actor as Raiden, and honestly can be an enjoyable villain at times, because he can be so over the top, and has like the voice for it, so it kinda does work. Again, this actor is the best part of the show, I think.
Are you enjoying the rewards of failure?
End this now.
How dare you beg for death! Failure!
So, of course, the Baron is an utter dick and hates Kung Lao because he is just like a mug. He don't have money. Next, we are introduced to Damn Camel Toe! I mean, not Jade. Like, her name is Vorpax or something like that. But like, her character is pretty much Jade, so to me she's simply not Jade. So Shang Tsung is now stuck in some kind of mind prison. This big dude that works with Not Jade comes over and is all like, this is my domain, grabs a jewel out of Shang Tsung's hand and crushes it. He just looks at it and contemplates crushing it, but realizes he doesn't want to embarrass himself, so he just kind of chucks it over his shoulder. Here we get the first real look at the effects as Shang somethings him to death. He still has his powers because he was born human and then walks in a mine, usually makes fighters lose their powers. Just not him, because he ate from that realm. But they're collecting that rock, right? So wouldn't there be like less and less of it as time went on? Smart. So, Not Jade wants a way out of the mine, so helps Shang with his revenge on Earthrealm. But yeah, so Not Jade and Shang working together in the mine is one of the ongoing things. Though he can summon portals and she can generally just leave whenever, she always comes back and Shang just never leaves, even though, like, there's a couple episodes in the show where he'll, like, be in Earthrealm, but we'll just go back to the mines. It's so weird. It makes no sense whatsoever. I'm pretty sure I do kind of explain it, but it still doesn't make any kind of explanation. It doesn't make any sense. I think they also kind of explain that you can't really fight Kung Lao, or else you'll be pissing off the Elder Gods who have enforced rules that they can't fight until the next Mortal Kombat. Doesn't really stop them from breaking rules several times and no issues in the end. Not Jade shows Shang Tsung to a scorpion with yellow markings as she makes him like look closer at. It's like, you're from Earth, right? You should know what a scorpion is and how deadly they are. But yeah, he does, and we get this fantastic whoosh sound as it stupidly tries to attack him. But Not Jade then says it has a great warrior within it, and that Shang can release it with his powers. Great start. A backstory to a fan-favorite character that isn't a backstory at all. Kung Lao breaks into the palace to get Jen out, knocking out his friend Takeda, who was a guard working for the father. And while he is knocked out, Shang Tsung makes the Scorpion do some serious breakdancing. Like, woo, look at it go! Oh no. Oh no. He gets sent to Earth, landing on Takeda, the actor flinching just a little bit. Like, probably just like, shit, don't drop him from that high. Jeez, it's a damn Scorpion, man. Zero comes in and allows Kung Lao to leave, making him a disgraced guard. We see Takeda now has dead eyes, and we briefly see like a skull. Spooky. The Baron forces himself on Tarja, but luckily Zero comes in on time, and I love the way he says sire here.
Excuse me, sir.
So Takeda and Kung Lao start fighting, and it's just awkward, because it's clearly not Kung Lao, it's another actor, white, Asian, whatever, it's clearly not him. So we do a bunch of shots either far away or extreme close-ups to hide the fact but it's still so damn obvious. And then worse, we get Scorpion saying the classic line.
Get over here!
But you have him already. You got him. What do you even mean? So in the end, he gets caught and will be executed. Raiden helps Tarja, and again, I like him. He's cheeky and weird.
Slave to a ruthless man like the Baron.
So Tarja is now helping because technically Kung Lao did save her life earlier. Also, just like this dude, like, saved the entire world, and this is how he is treated. Everyone is happy at his execution, wanting him dead. But, like, really? Just, there's no respect. So Tarja, along with Jen, save Kung Lao, and we get more bad fighting. The fighting I could see being good, but it's just awkward as they attempt to not really hide the doubles, as it's even more obvious now in this lighting. And with Tarja, she has one, and it's just as obvious with that fluffy wig. I mean, with Kung Lao, look at this shot they hold on. The dude looks so awkward, like he's trying to hide his face or something. Raiden then messes with Zero, trying to help him come back to town, while also stealing its food. In the end, they all meet up under the building and all join in to help save Jen, who was taken during the fight. We get some awkward dialogue.
It's me, Kung Lao.
Like, yeah, they just said your name, and we know who you are. Okay? And then Scorpion tries sucking out his soul? Like, what? Like, I get he's under, like, command by Shane, kinda, sorta, not really, so it's more so him doing it. But just at the same time, how? But they stop him before he can, and he runs off with Jen, but in the process, the Baron is kicked into a very badly designed shield for this purpose, and is dying now, wanting Kung Lao to get her back. The Kino turns two of the monks into villains somehow, no idea how he got that power, and is now wearing his signature mask. Somehow. And then we see him in full.
Vita?
Takeda is no more. I am Scorpion.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're Scorpion?
I am Scorpion.
Wow, okay. That voice, yep, that's Scorpion, alright, yep. And again, here's the thing, he's played in a movie by the same actor, so yeah, awesome cameo. But yeah, this is probably why he didn't have speaking lines. And he repeats get over here at the right time this time, but somehow worse. And then we see his hand spear thing. Now, I honestly love the movie version of it, turning into this weird demon-like spear. I did like that. I really love the idea, but worse effects, of course. So, this fight is still bad. Like, I don't care. I don't care about the fights. I want to. They are the thing. It's Mortal Kombat, it's fighting, you know, but the camera work and being up close, showing her fist, just moving around, is just laughable. Hell, look at Jen's face. Even she is like, what are they even doing? There's a couple cool moves, but then some real awkward ones, like Scorpion dodging, nothing, or spinning towards him for no reason. And then the music, while it's not bad, feels like it's just on like a 7-second loop the entire time, and I do use that same loop for a few other fights. And it just, you know, sucks. It all ends with Scorpion blasting some lovely fire effects at Jen. Then it cuts to Shane, then to Zero and Tarja as I come in to see Kung Lao and Jen lying on the floor, looking quite comfy and not really in pain. But I also love just how they just like cut that, and like Scorpion is just gone. But then he does call it weak, and so it's like, bitch, I'll show you I ain't weak. So he just kind of jumps back into battle with the same music, of course. So I guess that was just break time. They fight, Scorps gets a bunch of dust on him that disappears in the next scene and then is finally defeated. The ground opens up and he falls down to like the lava below and then it closes up again. How? Anyway, yeah, Jen dies. Then they cut to a shot of the movie and I'm pretty sure that's Liu Kang in his jacket and everything. And so Raiden tells Kung Lao to go to this town that's like the center for realms or something. Not that it ever plays into anything. This is where he should go to find and train other warriors for the next tournament. You better get used to this place because that's where they stay for the whole series. Also, Shane barely leaves the mines. He was just down there all season until like the last few episodes. But yep, what a great show! So imaginative. And Raiden then tells Kung Lao to go kick some butt. Woo! So Tarja and Zero join Kung Lao in his mission. The idea of a show isn't bad. The idea of it going off to recruit fighters for Mortal Kombat is a good idea, but nothing happens. They stay in the one place and never ever recruit anyone. Spoiler alert, they don't recruit anyone. They're bad at this. Not Jade shows Shang Tsung an extremely awkward wave of fighters they could use as like their weapons, but they're like just stuck in the walls. Reminds me of Jeepers Creepers, just not good. And that's the first 2 episodes. So this is probably already a long review, but god, there's so much to talk about with this one. So much. I have written down so many notes for all the different episodes. So many notes! This show is so bad, and I do realize that there's so much to talk about that it can't be summed up in one video. Not after I talked about only 2 of the episodes, and I've already done so much, I already feel tired. So, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna have to do a part 2 to this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like it, give it a like and subscribe to our channel because I'll love you if you do. Hit that bell icon, and VitoFox says, be who you want to be. Bye guys, bye for now.